This is the fourth introduction and orientation video for CDFS 412. The focus of Part 4 is course policies and requirements. I'm your narrator, Dr. Kristen Moilanen. I teach some sections of the course, but I've prepared and provided these clips for use by all sections of this class, whether I am the instructor or not. In Part 4, I'll go over course policies and requirements for CDFS 412. In this video, I will not discuss all course policies, as these are all described in full in the syllabus. Instead, I'll provide the highlights of policies that your instructors would like to bring to your attention. Let's get started. The main question on all students' minds at the beginning of the semester is, of course, how will I be graded? In this class, it's pretty straightforward. Students' grades are based entirely on points, and there's the possibility of a total of 1,200 points in the class. They are earned through completing quizzes, the book/movie paper, and assignments, which include discussions, essays, small group activities, etc. I'll explain each of these requirements in turn shortly. The breakdown of final grade percentages to letter grades is provided here and in the syllabus. Please note that we do not round up borderline grades under any circumstances. CDFS students must earn a final grade corresponding to a C- or better, otherwise they will need to retake this course. Your instructor may provide an Excel spreadsheet that you can use to calculate your course grade throughout the semester. See eCampus for more information. Quizzes are the major source of points in this class. Students will take one quiz for each learning module. Each learning module's quiz is open for 48 hours for its respective week of the semester. The quiz opening time is 12:01 a.m. on Fridays to 12:01 a.m. on Sundays. This means that you have all day Friday and all day Saturday to take the quiz. You have 60 minutes per quiz and can only attempt each one once. All quizzes must be taken in Respondus Lockdown browser. Each quiz is 25 questions, and each question is worth 2 points, which equals 50 points per quiz. Questions are multiple choice, true, false, matching, fill in the blank, 1 to 2 sentence short answer, etc. The questions are randomized, so no two students will get the questions in the same order, and many of the quizzes have alternate items built in, so students will get slightly different versions of questions that are equivalent in terms of difficulty. You will see only one question at a time, and it's not possible to move backwards or forward during the quizzes. These are supplemental anti-cheating measures in addition to the requirement of Respondus Lockdown browser. If you're doing the math, you might have noticed that the points for the quizzes don't quite add up. There are 15 quizzes in the course, but only 700 possible points for quizzes. Essentially, only 14 quizzes count. It's possible to earn full credit in this area if a student misses a quiz, which happens from time to time. Students who take all 15 quizzes can potentially earn extra credit through completing this extra quiz. The quizzes are all open book and open note, but the quizzes are not collaborative activities. Students need to take each quiz on their own without collaborating with any other students or getting help from anyone else. Please see the WVU Student Code of Conduct for more information about proscribed behaviors during tests. The final course policy regarding quizzes is somewhat unique to this course. Once a student misses 4 quizzes, they automatically receive an F in the class. There are circumstances in which quizzes can be taken late or made up. These are described in the syllabus. But I found that once a student misses this number of quizzes or gets this far behind, it's almost impossible for them to get caught up and to be successful in the class. For this reason, I recommend that students who find themselves in this situation withdraw from the course if it's still possible. The second source of points is the course paper, which is called the book or movie paper. In this project, students will choose a fictional novel or movie about adolescence. I provide many suggestions about options for this paper in the paper instructions. Titles with fantasy or supernatural themes like Harry Potter or Twilight are not allowed because their focus isn't typical adolescence. I also strongly discourage using documentary films because they just don't seem to work well for this assignment. And once you've made your choice, you will narrow your paper's focus to a specific topic about adolescent development that's depicted in that book or movie. Then, you will locate and summarize 3 scholarly research articles on that specific topic and evaluate the presentation of that issue in the book or movie in relation to those articles. There's a detailed set of instructions available on eCampus, and as a class, we do several assignments designed to help you prepare for the paper. The due date is provided in the syllabus and in the assignment instructions themselves. In each learning module of the course, students will have at least 2 assignments. These can be individual activities, peer reviews of each other's work, class or small group discussions, collaborative presentations, reflective or analytic essays, and so forth. Several of these are designed to help with preparations for the paper. Unless it's otherwise noted, they are worth 10 points each. Now they change from module to module as variety helps to keep things interesting. Most weeks there are just 2 of these, but there are at least 2 weeks where there are 3 smaller assignments instead of 2 slightly larger ones. We've tried to keep things as balanced as possible. They are listed in the course schedule in the syllabus, so you can plan ahead accordingly. Now, note that I've designed this course so that the assignments are front-loaded. This means that there's more of them in the beginning of the semester when things tend to be lighter for most students. And as a consequence, then there can be fewer assignments toward the middle and end of the semester when things just start to get really crazy for everyone. There's a grading rubric attached to each assignment, and many of these are fairly similar to each other. The rubric for all class discussions is the same, and it's provided in the syllabus. Others can be accessed in the individual assignment instructions. You'll submit most of the assignments to Turnitin, which is another unfortunately necessary anti-cheating measure. You will be able to see your commonality score on most of the assignments. As of the creation of this video in June 2013, all of the assignments are due at midnight on Fridays. Exceptions are possible, and these will be noted. Now feel free to work ahead. All of the assignments for all the learning modules are posted and available all semester long. Please see the syllabus regarding the policies for late submission. But know that there is never, ever a penalty for early submission. We will give students feedback within 2 business days of each assignment's due date. I strongly recommend that you do these activities before the quizzes, even though both are available all day on Fridays. The activities are also designed to help you master course content, which should in turn help you do well on the quizzes. So for this learning module, you have 3 activities to complete. You have an introductory discussion in which you'll introduce yourself to the rest of the class. You have the course pre-quiz, which I'll explain momentarily, and the WVU Library's plagiarism tutorial and quiz. You can complete these assignments in any order. It's up to you. In fact, you can even work ahead in future learning modules if you like, because remember, there is never a penalty for early submission. Now, activity 1.2 is the pre-quiz, and it happens to be the same as the post-quiz that you'll take in Learning Module 15. This is a short, closed-note quiz that covers the range of content in this course. It gives me a baseline of what you know going into the class. Then, when you take the same quiz at the end of the semester, I have a sense of what you've learned. Everyone who takes these quizzes will receive all 10 points for doing these activities, regardless of how well you actually do. But do your best. This activity must be completed using Respondus Lockdown Browser. Think of it as a test run with the software to make sure that it's working like it should with your computer. Students can earn extra credit in 3 ways. One is by completing all 15 quizzes. The second is by completing all of the course assignments. There are at least 2 extra by the end of the semester. And the third is by submitting a preference for the book movie paper by the deadline listed in the course schedule and paper instructions. See these for more information about this extra credit opportunity. At this point, we'll now switch over to briefly cover some important points about the course and university policies. All of these are described in detail in the syllabus, which also provides links to more information in some instances. A primary course policy has to do with contacting your instructor and/or GA, if applicable, via email. This is the best way to reach us, and we will generally be able to respond within 24 hours. But many questions are answered in the syllabus, so please review it before coming to us with questions. And if you have a course GA, ask them for assistance before going to your instructor. Please do not send us any assignments via email unless we tell you to do so. Other instructors have had virus issues when students have sent attachments, and we'd like to avoid this as much as possible. Now finally, we will not discuss grades via email for any reason. Grades are confidential, and email is not 100% private. Contact us via Skype or by phone, or if on campus, come in during our office hours to discuss grades securely and privately. Your grades will be posted on eCampus. Regarding late assignments, they will generally not be accepted for credit. It's still a good idea to do them so you can receive feedback, and this is particularly the case for the paper preparation assignments. Now, the paper itself is a different case. That can be submitted late. But for every day the paper is submitted late, 10 points will be deducted. Weekends and holidays count. Now, no papers will be accepted after the designated cutoff date, which is listed in the syllabus course schedule and also in the paper assignment instructions. Regarding late and makeup quizzes, students are expected to take the quizzes on the dates that they are scheduled. Makeup quizzes may be given under extenuating circumstances, such as serious illness, but keep in mind that makeup quizzes are a privilege, they're not a right. So travel plans, work conflicts, having something else due on the same day, feeling unprepared, or missing the course withdrawal deadline, these are all not sufficient reasons for a makeup quiz or quizzes. This list is not exhaustive by any means. If for some unavoidable reason you cannot take the quiz at the scheduled time, you must contact your instructor by email or phone by noon on Friday to discuss your circumstances and to make necessary arrangements. Your instructor may require additional documentation to validate your request for a makeup quiz. All makeup quizzes must be taken within 48 hours of the original quiz date. So in particular, this means between 12:01 a.m. on Sunday and 12:01 a.m. on Tuesday. Students who do not follow these procedures forfeit the privilege of making up the missed quiz. And as already mentioned, once a student misses 4 quizzes, they automatically receive an F in the course. Consistent with WVU's inclusivity statement, I am happy to provide students with any type of accommodation. But I cannot provide any student with any form of accommodation without documentation. For more information, please see the website listed here and in the syllabus. This is the end of Part 4. In Part 5, I'll provide some recommendations on being successful in this online class.